Hey everybody, thanks for tuning back into Trailheads Overland. My name is Hunter, and on this episode we are headed south to the northern part of the Soto National Forest. We're going to be close to the Camp Shelby area and the Ash Lake Trail, and then we're going to push east a little bit further, close to Highway 98, and we're going to be staying in some places that we've never been before, so hold tight and we'll see you on the trail. All right, we're here. What's going on, man? Kevin?
Not much.
How was your drive?
It was good.
Good. Logan, how was the drive? A little bit of a struggle. We had to stop and you had to get some caffeine on the way down, huh?
Yeah, I was falling asleep. I don't remember about 45 minutes on it.
All right, well, everybody's safe. So we are here in Hattiesburg at the Southgate entrance, and we are about to head south about another 5 miles, and we're gonna enter the trailhead for Ash Lake Trail. So everybody ready? Cool. All right, let's get on the road. Well, we just turned off onto Southgate Road and entered just before Camp Shelby. So we got Logan and Kevin behind, and we are still on pavement right now, but it's about to turn into dirt real quick. So hold tight, and we won't be long, and we'll be on the Ash Lake Trail. All right, guys. Well, glad we made it here safely. No problems, thank goodness. So we are located currently in the Ash Lake campground, right behind us here. To y'all's right, my left is Ash Lake. But so what we're going to do, we're going to continue straight through here. We're going to turn around this parking lot. We're going to head right back out. We're going to take a left onto, let's see here, Ash Nursery Road. And then we're going to turn right onto the Ash Lake Trail. We're going to travel east about 3.5, almost 4 miles. Then we're going to turn right onto Plum Nearly Road. Plum Nearly. You having fun with a... I bet you got in trouble in school a lot, didn't you? If you're not paying attention.
I'm fidgeting.
I sure did.
But no, so we're going to be there. Trail conditions, just gravel. You know, nothing too hard. This is just a simple camp tonight. We'll be camping right at the top of a hill. Good flat level surface. Got a little bit of grass, gravel bottom, so not a problem.
Awesome.
Y'all ready to hit the trail?
Sure.
Yes.
All right. Safe travels, and then you got these two goofballs, so maybe not so safe travel. All right, guys, hold tight. We just had our first minor oopsie. Nothing major, not the vehicles or anything. Just I marked the wrong campsite on Onyx. It's the next trail down, so not that big of a deal. We know exactly where it is because I had it tracked, but I thought I had marked the campsite we're supposed to be going to, but I had marked the other one. So this is a potential campsite that we were on. However, the grass is super grown up. It has a gravel bottom under it, but it's grown up. So we're going to the next one. This one is pretty much all gravel, so we don't really have to worry about grass. So could be worse. It's not but 5 more minutes up the road, so it won't be too bad. Still a little bit of daylight out here. Of course, it does get darker in the National Forest quicker than, you know, in the city and stuff. So, but yep, we're back on the road. shooting range. Open to the public here in the Soto National Forest. Well, we are here at camp, just off of the Ash Lake Trail. We finally made it there after my little sidetrack. Kevin, how you doing?
Howdy. Doing good.
Good and relaxed, I guess, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I heard that. Logan, how are you?
Hola.
Good and relaxed? I think you're a little worn out from the week, huh?
Kind of driving.
Slightly, huh? I heard that. Well, the new awning is doing good. Not going to show too much of it because we're going to do a quick review on that tomorrow. So we got the generator running just for a while because we're kind of flash freezing our freezers and we don't want to pull, you know, got a lot of stuff going right now power wise, lights and everything. And then we're cooking small little personal pizzas tonight on the Scottle. So doing pretty good. Was yours good, Logan?
Oh yeah.
Cool. Well, Kevin, I mean, how was the drive from Tylertown, Mississippi?
Wasn't bad.
Not too bad. Much traffic?
Hattiesburg right before the interstate.
I heard that.
Always.
Yeah, well, and being Good Friday too, I know a lot of people were out, but I believe.
Well, knockoff time.
Yeah.
That's when I came through.
Yeah. I was kind of surprised, and I think you even said too that we made it from Florence to right at Camp Shelby at the Southgate entrance in what, an hour and 30 minutes? It really blew me away. I was like, darn, that's record time.
It takes me 2 hours to get to your house from my house.
Right.
But it only took y'all an hour and something to get here.
Right. Absolutely crazy. So.
Well, it's a lot shorter shoot to Hattiesburg than it is to your house.
Right. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. Well, we got lucky too going through, you know, not too much traffic at Star. McGee wasn't bad. Collins wasn't bad. And so we just kind of cruised through.
I think next time I'll go through Poplarville.
Poplarville?
A little longer.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, the time was the same. Instead of an hour and 17 minutes, 18 minutes to here. Well, to the gas station we met.
Right.
And it was an hour and 34 to go to Poplarville. But by the time I stopped and got gas, I stopped and got coffee. It was an hour and 35 minutes.
Right.
So,
Right. Well, and you have less stop and go too, I'm sure, if you
right.
if you take that path through
Poplarville, yeah, there's no
Right.
there's no stop.
Right. Will your
Just
Jeep
stop
do?
for stop signs and signals.
Right. Did your Jeep do good?
Yeah.
No issues?
No issues.
I heard that. Logan, yours do okay pulling?
Dusty.
Not too bad. Hey, it's like we were joking earlier. You know, we had a little bit of dust on the forest road here earlier, but nowhere near as bad as Arkansas.
No.
The first time around.
No.
You couldn't even tell you had a vehicle. I mean, it just blended into the road. We had so much dust.
One, two. I was the fourth car.
Right.
I couldn't see the first two. I could barely see Mary in front of me with the Jeep.
Right.
Trailer.
Right. So, well, cool. Well, look, we'll get back to relaxing, and then won't be long. I know I'm gonna hop in the shower here soon. So after I eat some dinner, and then I'll throw you a pizza on there too, Kev, if you want one.
Yeah.
So, well, cool. All right. Beautiful night tonight too. Super clear sky. Can't beat it. Well, a good and beautiful morning here in the DeSoto National Forest. It is. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but that was my alarm clock this morning. You can hear all the birds singing in the background. Who wouldn't want to wake up to the sound of that? Love it. The sunshine is starting to break through here in the background. And yeah, so Logan and Kevin, they're still asleep. Once I think I heard an alarm clock go off for Kevin. He's going to get up, cook us some breakfast. He's become the breakfast cooking champion at camp. So, but he's going to cook us some breakfast. We're going to slowly pack up, and we're going to make our way right down this trail. We're going to head east on the Ash Lake Trail, and we're headed to the furthest most eastern side of the DeSoto National Forest. So, an area we've never been before. So, super excited to see that and explore and see what all the northeastern part of DeSoto National Forest has to offer for us. So, yeah, beautiful out here. Turkeys. Well, everybody, we got camp packed up and we are headed back to the Ash Lake Trail. We're going to turn east onto the Ash Lake Trail and kind of cut northeast to a place called Lake Perry. We're going to top off with some water there. We didn't bring a whole lot, just, you know, to kind of conserve with weight and stuff. We did some pre-planning before, so we knew that this place had some potable water. But after that, we're going to eat some lunch there, and then we're going to travel throughout the entire northeast part of the DeSoto National Forest. So yeah, it's a beautiful day out here today. A little bit cloudy, but sun's still peeking through. Man, these cameras never do these forest roads any justice. They're beautiful, really they are. So we just pulled over. We re-entered a military area. It is welcome to the public, but just make sure, you know, you don't touch any unexploded ordnances, yield to military vehicles and stuff. But this is the Leaf River Management Area, right there on that sign. It says all visitors must check in or out, especially if you're hunting, I believe is what that's referring to, because it says attention, check in. Check deer in at the data stations, but we're not hunting, we're just passing through here. So just to stop by too. And what's up, Kev? Everything going good? Nice smooth ride. Where's that? We'll swim back here and check on Logan. We don't have a whole lot further to have to drive, so, and then we'll be at the Lake Perry. So, all right, yeah, this is just a cut through. Swim back here. We'll say hey to Logan real quick. Check on him. Why, hello, good sir. You're not your normal self. Or out from what? Work. I get it. Part of it though. Yes, this is a military zone. I'm sure you saw that sign back there. So just yield to military traffic. You know, part of the rules. Part of the rules. So just make sure if you see any unexploded ordinances, don't touch those. I don't think I'd want to get anywhere near an unexploded ordinance. Yeah. But so this is the Leaf River Wildlife Management Area. So don't touch any turtles. Don't do anything like that. I know you like to jump out and pet turtles, but I'm joking. But yeah, just respect wildlife. If you guys are ever in this area, make sure to respect everything. Respect and yield to military. So we don't have too much further. We'll be at Lake Perry. So. All right, guys. Well, we're going to get back on the road and real quick look at this. I think Kevin just jumped out to look at it too. Is what it says. Just make sure, you know, you always check stuff like this if you're in the woods, you know. Make sure you're wearing hunter's orange. It is turkey season, so personnel are available in case of emergency. So yeah, this is the Leaf River Wildlife Management Area. This is super, super pretty here. This is like old, almost Spanish style oak trees. Go from pine to oak. Well, everybody, we have just arrived at Lake Perry, located in the northeastern part of the DeSoto National Forest, and this is a little bit of information about it. Lake Perry was constructed by the Mississippi Wildlife Game and Fishery Commission in 1960. So here's a little placard of it. But yeah, so we're gonna top off with some water. Hopefully rinse a little bit of this dust off. It's a little dusty out here, not too bad though. And then we're gonna get back on the road after we eat a little bit of lunch too. So let me go in here and pester Logan. Knock knock. Who's there?
Me.
I heard that. Good?
Yeah.
Just enjoying the ride?
I'm old. I got some stove up.
Yeah. Well, move around. Sitting down doesn't happen.
No, moving hurts too much.
Well, you just out of luck, huh?
Yeah, climbing 4 stories all day, every day.
I heard that. Well, cool. Well, guys, this is Lake Perry. Again, this park was built in the 1960s by Mississippi Wildlife Fisheries and Parks. So they've had some of the record fish caught out of this lake for the state of Mississippi as well. So real pretty. You know, if you weren't exploring, you would never know that this place was out here. So we actually stumbled onto this this park a year ago when we first started Trailheads Overland. We were just driving around, didn't really know where we were going or what we were doing, kind of like what we're about to do once we leave here. And we just stumbled upon it. We were like, wow, this is awesome. So we were able to fill up with water again. One of the rangers here, he's super, super nice. He's over the park and everything. So he was like, yeah, y'all pull on around, use our water hose, fill up with water. So he was super cool. We even got a new follow and like out of it too. So yeah, you know, that's what it's all about, guys, is getting out here, talking to people, meeting people, and exploring, getting outside. So yep, it's beautiful. I'm gonna go catch up with Logan and Kevin. They just finished snacking on some stuff up there, and then we're gonna get back on the road. So hold tight. So we are now in the backside of Camp Shelby. We are on Forest Road 312. So we have never been back here before, so this will be quite interesting to explore this. This is an area that is open. Just make sure you follow all local rules, laws, and regulations that are posted weekly, daily sometimes. Always make sure to either call before you haul with the DeSoto National Forest Ranger District, or you can look at their website at forestryservice.com or .gov. So yeah, it's pretty simple. Just make sure you follow, again, all rules and regulations, and remember, you are entering close to a militarized zone. So yeah, just make sure they're not training in here. Don't touch any ordinances, Logan. So, or turtles. So yeah, but as you can tell, these are very well maintained roads. It's one of my favorite things about Mississippi National Forest is they are very, very well maintained, especially the DeSoto National Forest. So yeah, you hardly see any trash on the side of the road or anything like that, which if we see it, we stop and pick it up, as long as it's something that we can carry. So yep, well, we don't have far, and I've got a site that I had kind of looked at on Onyx here from an aerial view. We'll see if it's any good. So This is part of overlanding and exploring. Well, everybody, I think I have found camp. The first place that we had marked, I made a circle through, and it was almost chest high in weeds and grass. Of course, that spot was picked out by me in an aerial view of a map, so I could just see that it was a clearing surrounded by woods, but couldn't really tell what the landscape was like, which you never really know until you get there. But I followed this trail all the way to the back, and it is perfect. It's flat, no grass, no tall weeds, so it's perfect, and there is nobody around. We're about 2 miles off the main road, so super nice, super quiet, except for my loud mouth and the birds outside. So I'm waiting on I rode ahead, so I'm waiting on Kevin and Logan. They're going to be pulling up here in just a second. We're going to get camp set up. I think it's time to relax and then for a little bit, and then we're going to do some reviews on some of our new products. So hold tight and stay tuned. Well, guys, as we wrap up our last night here in the Soto National Forest, I kind of wanted to show a quick thing real fast, kind of unscripted, kind of just blindsided Kevin over here. He was looking at some videos on the phone, and Logan too. We still got some music playing in the background, but hopefully that won't pick up too much. First off, this awesome awning. Not really, we're a little soon for giving a true review about it. But just first impressions, easiest awning to set up, easiest awning to take down that we've ever seen. We started out with a quick roll up by All Top. We had one of their awnings, and then yeah, it's All Top, right, Logan?
Yeah. We had All Top, then we had the Smitty built.
Yeah.
70 plus.
Yeah, and then the Smitty built, it's not a bad product. It's super heavy. And the zippers on it just were
case
pain.
Isn't big enough for it.
Right.
It's snug in the case.
Yeah, almost way too snug.
Yes.
And then, but yeah, and this one here, we don't even have all the lights on, but it's got 3 lights underneath it, which is a big plus, especially overlanding, And I've been running off one of those little pocket-style battery packs for 2 nights now. So I mean, it's awesome. We leave one light on for Kevin at night if you have to get up, Yep. And so, yeah, it's a pretty great awning, and then it's affordable too. It really is, and it's strong. You're not compromising, weight and compromising integrity. Even the awning walls are a little bit cheaper too than what Smitty builts are.
Yeah, this was a pretty good purchase. Yeah, it's just, I mean, going from that Smitty built, that 270 plus, which, don't get wrong, that
it had a lot of room.
It had a lot of room under it. It was just a
More room,
it was
more
more.
headaches.
Yeah, it was more
Right.
than what we bargained for.
Right. Well, it shows too. You know, more is not always better.
Yeah.
So, for what we do and what we use it for, and you know, with us four, you know, Mary's not here on this journey. She's visiting family, but you know, with us four, typically this is plenty of room. So yeah, it's a big plus. Especially, it's kind of helped us with our, you know, stay in one place one night and moving to the next. It makes setup and breakdown a lot easier. Yeah. So.
It takes a fraction of the time to undo this one, and basically, you know, set this one up and break it back down. Where
right.
The Smittybilt took probably a good bit. I mean, it didn't take a long time, but it was just
Well, especially in the summertime when it's super hot.
I mean,
you know,
they both set up fast and easy. Packing the Smittybilt was a chore.
Right.
Well, with the Smittybilt, you had to have 2 straps on the front. And
this is just one, and you're ready to roll.
One and ready to go.
Yeah. But yeah, and those lights, they go from amber to bright white to warm white. So, which is great, and we haven't really had a problem with the bugs either due to the amber light. So, but I guess the last thing is just a quick review on how you guys think the journey has gone so far. Have you liked it? Or, you know, was it different than some of our other trips that we've taken here in a good way, or?
Yeah. It beats the places we've been in the last couple months.
Right.
I think, you know, the Soto is a great place to visit. It's really, it's the largest, park?
Yeah, it's the largest national forest within the state of Mississippi. Yeah.
In the Mississippi. So there's a lot of ground to cover. We're still sort of exploring it now, but I mean, it's enjoyable.
Yeah.
I'm ready to get back up north.
Yeah, for sure. You know, and then we're trying to finish out planning some stuff for an announcement coming up, but you know, I really want to hit up the Talladega National Forest too, located in Alabama, and then hit northern Alabama.
Yeah, Tennessee.
Yeah, Tennessee for sure too. So, you know, those are just some plans in the making.
And I got a list that Zach, you know, he was out here earlier. He gave us some really good spots to look up.
Right.
And I got those sort of jotted down in my notes. And hopefully maybe we can hit some of those this summer.
Right.
So.
Yeah, for sure. Anything to kind of cut down on some of the South Mississippi humidity.
Yeah.
So you're not real damp, Kevin.
Very damp.
So, hey, but yeah, well, I'm you know, we're always open for ideas, and I'll reach out and just say, you know, to everybody, let us know, you know, if you know some really cool places with whether it's DeSoto National Forest or Homachita. It doesn't even have to be a national forest per se, you know, anywhere that's got some great scenery, and you guys would love to, you know, tag along with us, you know, reach out to us. I try to be as quick as I can with responding to people on social media. The best way to get in touch is social media through Facebook and Messenger and stuff. So would love to have some people join in on some videos. So always open and willing to.
The more the merrier.
Yeah, for sure. Willing to expand the horizon for us. So, well, cool. Well, guys, it's definitely cooled off out here. A lot cooler than last night.
Yeah.
I'm not really complaining.
No. I'll sleep good tonight.
Yeah, for sure. It got a little bit humid last night. You can tell that there's some weather that's getting ready to come through. So, especially with these weird weather patterns. I mean, it's like half the day today it was sunshine, and then it was really cloudy. Then it sunshine, then really cloudy, and finally, after around 2:30, 3 o'clock, it just full on sun.
Right.
And it was.
Then it cooled off.
Yeah, it was definitely rough here. Yeah. So.
You, Mr. Weatherman, aka Michael Rhodes, where you at?
Yeah, Michael. What he's been reporting the weather.
Yeah, just not here.
Yeah.
Just in Arkansas.
Yeah. Michael, come on now. You're going to have to help us with the Mississippi weather.
He said,
there ain't no help for y'all.
yeah, there is no salvation for you guys.
Yeah. So, well, everybody, we're gonna get ready to wrap up this night, and we're gonna have a few more conversations before we go to bed. We've been sitting here laughing, joking, and talking for the past 4 hours. So, but yep, and we will see you in the morning. Well, everybody, we made it back from Soto National Forest finally, and what a amazing weekend. We mapped out some pretty cool trails out there and found some really good campsites. Found some not so good campsites too. So we're in preparation for some stuff coming up. I know I've said a couple times we get some big announcements. Still not ready to release those yet, but these journeys that we've been taking weekend to weekend, back to back, they're part of that announcement. So, but yeah, stay tuned. And again, thank you for watching.